Greetings to our melanated people all around the world. It's really a joy, it's a blessing. It's an honor to be out here in nature and greeting you. And as usual, I always bring the message of emancipation to you. The message that will set you free and break all mental slavery. But the very first thing you have to know, especially as a black person, is that you were indoctrinated as a child to believe that the Bible is a literal book and that there's a Savior who's going to come for you from the sky. So let me just lay a foundation to let you know that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. That the Bible is not literal, neither is it secular history. That's the reason why I choose to speak to you concerning mastering your mind, so that you will be able to master your universe, your world. Now, when you come to realize that everything is first mental, everything was first a thought, you come to realize that religion was first a thought, education was first a thought, politics was first a thought. Therefore, your greatest power is the power of imagining, which is your mind power. Now, many speak about the mind and speak about the soul and so on, and speak about the spirit. But all they're speaking about is the invisible you. So here is the visible you, and there is the invisible you. Now each time I speak to you, you don't see the word, you hear the word, because it's a vibration. And I'm broadcasting it on a certain frequency, because everything is vibration, frequency, and energy. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, if you will be able to control or master your mind, you will be able to master your universe. And your universe is speaking of your whole environment around you. So basically, I'm teaching you that you are the Lord and Master of your own destiny, and that each and every one of us are creating our own world. So the man who was a thief, he's creating his world. The man who was a preacher, he's creating his world. So every one of us, through our thoughts, we are creating our world, because it's our thoughts that is creating our reality. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, you have to understand that a thought is a vibrational frequency, and whatsoever you sow, that also shall you reap. Therefore, you have to understand that everything works by laws, and there's a lot of rhythm, whereby that what goes out comes back in, like the tide that has a flow and an ebb, and the same tide that comes in is the same tide that goes back out, and the same tide that goes back out is the same tide that comes back in. So whatever you send out is what's gonna come back to you. So we all in this world, we are responsible for the thought that we embrace. And if we are responsible for the thought that we embrace, because the thought that we embrace is helping towards creating our personality, it means we have to be more careful, and we have to be more mindful of how we live each and every moment of our life. So every day, you got to get on your colt. When I say you get on your colt, I'm speaking about getting on a thought. And when the Bible tells you no man have ever ridden on that colt, but you alone, it is telling you only you alone will know what kind of thought you have in your mind. And you have to ride that colt right into Jerusalem. Where is Jerusalem? Jerusalem is the place of peace and joy and happiness within you. The city of joy within you is speaking about. So my brother, my sisters, if you will learn to go to bed more consciously, you will awake more consciously also. And you will monitor your thoughts throughout the day. That's the reason why the Bible tells you in Job 33 that is upon the bed when man slumber, that his instructions does be sealed. And then Psalm 4:4 tells you that before you go to bed and fall asleep, you must commune with your own heart. Have the right thoughts. And you've been told never to go to bed in your wrath. Never go sleep in an angry mood. An angry or frustrated mood. But be in the right mood as you go to bed. Because as you go to bed, so you will awake. So how you go to bed will determine how you would wake. And how you wake would mean how you will continue throughout the day. So my brother and my sisters, you have to monitor your life. My brother and my sisters, you have to realize whatever is the situation, it has to do with your thinking. Whatever you're going through, it has to do with your thinking. The neighborhood you live in, it has to do with your thinking. The people that you find yourself around, it has to do with your thinking. Every living thing on the face of this earth goes right back to the mind. That's the reason why the law of mentalism is an immutable law. It can't be changed. Every living thing in this earth, it had to first be a thought. Every action, it was first a thought. So my brother and my sisters, let me say this. You do not have to join yourself to a religion to think right and act right. You do not have to become religious to think right and act right. That's the reason why most religious people, they don't think right or act right, because they have the wrong concept of life. Because your life is what you make it. And many will say to you that God is the provider. But if you don't get up and get, who will provide for you? And if there was a God outside of you, and He's your provider, then you could go home and you could sit down and don't do anything, and that God will provide for you. But my brother and my sisters, you have to put things into action. So when you go out there and walk, or you do anything at all, you are the real provider. Because God can't have a hand without your hand. God can't have feet without your feet. Eyes without your eyes. Because God is not a gender in the sky. God is the creative power within you. That's the reason why, my brother and my sisters, you have to watch your thinking and monitor your thinking. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I hope what I've said, I hope it's resonating with you, and I hope you understand all that I'm saying, that if you master your mind, you master your world, or master your universe. And when you master your universe, you'll be able to be the captain of your ship, and you can turn your ship into whichever direction you want to turn your ship, in which you know it will be beneficial to you. So with that being said, I want to thank you very much, and I want to encourage you, if you haven't subscribed, to subscribe, or to like, comment, and do not forget to check out my description below. As usual, this message is the single eye message of self-realization, of which Matthew chapter 6:22 tells you, if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And I always give you the single eye sign, whereby when you have the experience, you will come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that is the dawning of a new day in your life. And that without the sun there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination there isn't anything made that was made. And that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. And we are the people of the sun. Therefore, my brother and my sister, as it is said in Matthew 6:22, if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. Therefore, it is high time for us to use our mind power to achieve our every desire by seeing things through the single eye, which is the eye of God, which is your own human imagination. So see things through the imaginary eye and wait for it to manifest in your life, and then you will come to realize that your thought is creating your reality. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.